Hello everybody, welcome back to the Cranky Films channel. Today we're coming at you with a Maxor video talking about Monster Hunter World Review Extinction.
Oh.
If y'all know Maxor, y'all know what you're about to get into. These guys never heard of Maxor before, so I'm gonna show them a video. So
What's Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter is a game where you hunt monsters. It's in the title, Zeus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the title.
Basically that. Maxor though, how is he?
Maxor, so prepare for Omega edits.
Okay.
Omega edits.
Hype.
Yes. So expect for like a joke might pass by you so damn quick you wouldn't even know until you watch it 3 times over.
Really? Okay.
All right, so hey, let's go ahead and get into it, dog. This is wild. Brandon, you should relate to this. You play Monster Hunter.
All the time.
No, let's get it.
Monster Hunter The World is an action-style third-person beat-em-up, slice-em-up, carve-em-up, drink-em-up, kill-them all, where you play as John World, or the Joker and his normal cat, as we find and research the world's most amazing and charismatic megafauna so we can peacefully relocate them to the afterlife.
Yes,
Do you ever regret not being born in time to hunt Siberian mammoth? Or perhaps you're the kind of man who open carries to the zoo, waiting for the day that the
you gotta open.
Excited. If so, this game could be for you.
What is this edit?
I tell you, man, it's a hyper edits, man.
Australia,
you might not get it all.
Bloodthirsty and violent race known only as Caucasoidus anglicus, and we're here to destroy the local environment as much as humanly possible, so I can wear it. Along the way, overcoming many varieties of horrifying creatures unknown to God, ranging from plausible and interesting specimens to
Larry
Thanos. And yes, I am reviewing Monster Hunter World and not Rise because the phrase Nintendo Switch port does not fill me with confidence. I'm sure it's a fantastic game, but this looks like an excellent Gary's mod map. So without further ado, it's time to explain to you my favorite animal cruelty simulator with a game attached to it.
Oh my god, this is too much.
I'll tell you this. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Oh my god, I love the
dude. Uncle Volley, dude.
Oh my god. Oh.
It's been so long since I've last seen my son lost to this monster. Forced in Fistmost, Mobster Trucker is a game of because there's a few of them. At least 3 monsters are present in the game, possibly 94, and every one of them has 2 armor sets. To hunt after these amazing beasts and where to find them, you need to get into the mindset of our distant ancestors. You see, humans are what we call persistence hunters, which means we kill by running down our prey until they beg us for death. For reference, our closest competitors in a marathon are sled dogs and a horse. Imagine for a moment that you're this big fucking turkey and it's almost time for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, we're eating good tonight.
After a battle, you run away as far as you can, but every time you turn around, he's still there. And even worse, it's wearing your skin. This is the mentality
Imagine that shit.
The wilds of Queensland. The mammoth deserves to be extinct because he was weak. We
True.
Oh, Jesus.
Known as the Denny's parking lot as part of the 5th
Denny's parking lot's the wildest location.
And murdering this vast continent to track down the whereabouts of an ancient elder dragon. Now, as someone from a country who killed millions of people so we could grow fucking vegetables, this is offensive. So when I heard that these bitches were doing it to find a lizard, I decided I would engage in genocide of my own volition. You will not need motivation to kill in this game. It comes about naturally, just like polio. To bring about this timely demise, we are given a choice of 14 weapons, all of them completely different from one another, like the light bow gun and the heavy bow gun and the bow. But let me tell you, if I were stranded alone on a desert island, I would probably choose the fucking gun. Because the only people in this world that I trust are my 2 best friends, Smith and Wesson.
Damn right.
This is why I chose the gun lance, which is what you think it is. Now, of course I could have chosen the literal machine gun, but playing with these weapons changes the game into a first-person shooter where the objective is to keep the gun away from your mouth. Instead, I was drawn to the insect glaive because 1,
the gun
it
away
lets
from
me
your
mouth, and the floor is paying taxes. 2, I get to lace a giant bee with C4 high explosives and throw it at people. And yes, there is an upgrade tree dedicated to bees. 3, I get to mount monsters, and that lets me spam custom dialogue at everyone in the game. Side note, you can fully customize your automatic callouts to proactively diagnose the cause of your teammate's death, which is very funny. And your choice isn't just between weapon types, but also weapon elements. I won't get into it now since there are a few of them, but my favorites would have to include the dragon element, the sleep element, or even blast element.
Blast best element.
Is weak to blast elements. So with all these varied choices, chances are high that at least one weapon speaks to your specific mental illness. Just don't play the hunting horn unless you want Rock Band for engineering students.
Oh dear lord. Part
Don't
2, how to
worry,
commit
I know
animal abuse.
exactly
Damn
why
right.
you're here. I too want to know what this thing's foreskin looks like on my mantelpiece. Fortunately,
Hell yeah,
we're
dude.
covered.
Got
I
melted
can't
up.
Explain this because it's in the title, but in this game you hunt monsters. This doesn't just mean killing them,
Kinda
although
true.
there is a lot of that. There's two ways
There's
to
a
complete
lot
a
of
hunt:
her.
Republican and Democrat. Both of them result in endless pain for
Killing
the animal.
torture.
Here's the
Yeah.
difference. Killing them by slowly breaking each individual bone is a mercy. Capturing them
Best
will
part.
always give you more body parts than skinning them, which can include their skulls. The only logical conclusion is
God.
that we disassemble them like a crab factory. And those are the lucky ones, because the other ones are subjected to cockfighting, and my
Yes,
debt always
cockfighting.
Once you meet with
No!
To give me a chance to breathe.
Angry birds can best be described as bloodborne with no health bars. For most monsters, that's okay.
Hey, Valcana
because catching
coming to
broken bones is
Rise?
Hey, dude, that's
but
hype.
Some of these bastards spend
That
more
is
time
hype.
close to
Valcana
death
is
than
such a nice
chewed by
looking
them.
monster.
In fact, while hunting, your
Nah,
prey
nah,
will attempt to
Miel,
escape you
but
several
it's cool.
times and fail. Really, the entire
Love
gameplay loop
Namiel.
is just finding new things to turn inside out and then fashioning yourself the perfect drip out of their intestines. Of course, there's a
Yeah.
lot of ways to build your swag.
Oh,
with
Warframe
a myriad of
music.
skills like the fast food build, the eating less build,
Yes.
the eating for free build, and lest we forget, the mushroom consumption build to complete
That's the almighty build.
its form. No self-respecting hunter would ever think of going outside without slightly reducing the effects of minor wind pressure, or you can
Yes.
undo damage like a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Is that real?
You don't-
true?
You don't need damage, you have
That's the entire
explosions.
game. This being said, there are complications. It's better to think of them not like video game enemies, but very stupid cats. And like cats, these bitches are territorial,
True.
sometimes even going so far as to beat each other to death while I'm fighting them. But I think my favorite example of this would have to be Mr. Nikon. This bastard is
Yeah,
designed
this
to
guy's
wander
so
into random
stupid,
battles,
dude.
catch you in 4K HD, and then leave
boy
for
camera.
no fucking
Tsuyaku.
reason. And if that doesn't suit
Camera.
your fancy, there's always Bazinga Goose, whose sole
Say
objective
cheese,
is to
you
get across
rapper.
the map to carpet bomb you.
My man Bagel sneeze, best
Now, I
monster.
don't normally play Monster Hunter since I'm more of a Connect 4 SpongeBob man, but the sheer variation on display here is really something. Every single animal has their own unique role,
dog
and mine
do?
is putting them into a
Hey,
mix.
Odogaron
As a
is so
rule, for
cool,
every
though.
single kind of beast, if violence does not work, use additional violence.
True.
Use additional violence.
Now that we have a good
Wyvern
understanding
blast
of our
ready.
victims, it's time to take our domestic violence international, because this is a Monster Hunter
International.
world, one that makes no fucking sense, both geographically and ecologically. Just
London.
like real Australia. So upon beginning here,
That
we
shithole.
make our way across the dangerous but inoffensive lands of New South Wales, learning the basics, surviving,
New
and
South
expanding
Wales.
our newly founded gulag of Sydney. This
Yo,
is
yes.
your base of
Brother,
operations for
comrade.
most of the game, complete with every kind of amenity you can expect from savage Welshmen. It's here that we rearm, research, and reforge my weapon again because
Yes.
I am indecisive. There's even a
That's
pig
so
that
true.
won't stop
You have
following
like
me.
30 different
Boogie.
loadouts.
Not too much, because what
piggy.
matters is consent.
It's the
But most
boogie.
importantly, this is where we use racial segregation, because for some reason, the only chefs in
Cats
the entire
everyone
camp
else.
are cats, and this is a very
Yeah.
unsanitary cooking environment. You see, food isn't just a buff, and it's not just a cutscene. It's fucking mandatory. I mean, just
Damn
look
right.
at the cardio. My body's an
Yeah.
airplane powered by dead chickens. To put it simply, the game is
my God.
unplayable with an empty stomach for two reasons. One, it looks like this, and two, I don't have to explain shit. The next area
True.
is collectively called the Stank Tank, and to get there, we need to contact the 3rd Expedition Fleet, who have spent the last 30 years smoking weed in their spaceship.
That's how you use a fart reverb.
This new environment is firstly comprised of the Coral Highlands, which are filled with a
Legiana.
beautiful and alien
Yeah,
ecology,
Legiana's
able
cool.
to support a wide range of pit bulls and more literal balloon animals. From this point onward, biology is more of a suggestion, but looking just underneath the surface, we find the true source of this bizarre life. It's death. The Rotten Vale is an area
True.
built and designed to simulate San Francisco and is sustained only by the miracle of rotting corpses and feces. You may be asking yourself some important questions right now, such as, can the smell
pickle.
kill me, or how the fuck? As it turns out, every monster in the new world has an inherent instinct to die here, specifically, which begs the question, why do predators even exist if they can just wait? And also, yes, the stench physically hurts you. Technically, these
Stupid
are
Badlands.
you need to beat the game by about 30%, because upon entering our next area, Monster Hunter turns up the heat and scales every monster back to being threatening again. Yes, even the Great Jagrussi. That means
called it
more
all
weapons,
Jagrussi.
more armor, and even more
Yes.
temptation to kill every mammal larger than
Kieran.
myself. Again,
The Kieran.
it's safe to say that this game
my
has a
God.
time requirement. So after 30
That's
months or
nothing.
so, we
149,
finally arrived
that's
to the
nothing.
temperate lands of Western Australia. You know, the state that lost a civil conflict with flightless birds.
Yeah, fucking
Fortunately for us,
emus.
biology is no longer a
The
suggestion.
damn
It's a
emus.
restraining order. We've got fish
Oh
that
my
swim
God.
through molten magma, lizards
is
that that eat
crazy.
rocks. And of course, my personal favorite
Larry.
animal, Thanos. His main attack is the crush force of his rock-solid chin. Although I do think they could have worked on the whole controlling the monster mechanic a little better. It really breaks down when you encounter the fire. But among the many features of this game, we haven't even gotten close to the train wreck that is the story. After all, there is a reason we ventured into the land of unusual thermodynamics.
Zor.
It's just a really bad reason.
Oh god.
Okay, Nergigante is sick.
God
First of
has
all, we can
forced.
tell that this
Nergigante's
game is a
awesome.
literary masterwork by the fact that characters do not have names. Who can forget such personalities as the Handler, the Commander, and a fucking Ganondorf? The story is
Ganondorf.
comprised of two major
Ganondorf.
arcs. Where in the world is the 50-foot-tall lizard? And gee, I wonder what Ganon is up to. Both of which are made excessively worse when the game automatically sets the Handler to be in a catsuit. And at this point, I'm
That
afraid
is
to turn
true.
it off.
That's so
Okay,
true.
one last thing, everyone. If
New
I see
events, the
anyone else on
Handler's
this
different.
fucking ship say the words Nekopara cosplay,
Yes!
I will invert
Oh!
your penis with my foot. For the first arc of our multiple stage manga that ends in a sex scene, we chase after the amazing boss fight Zora Magdaros as we apparently forget the location of a giant kaiju several times.
That
This
is so
being said,
true, though.
You don't want to find him because his boss battle is an environmental puzzle primarily comprised of loading cannonballs for 30
20
minutes
minutes?
and then waiting
Yeah.
for the boss to move very slowly. That way we can penetrate.
Sure, if
him
you
with
play it,
a
if you play
oddly
campaign
found
again, you do
spear
that, it's like, damn, just
extends
end
when
it.
needed.
Oh, yeah.
And for the
That
second
is
arc
one
of
of
our
the
new
ones that
Genshin
makes you
anime
not
on
wanna
Spike TV,
makes
we
you wanna
team up with
rethink
Ganon
playing
to
it.
Yeah.
discover new and amazing elder dragons all across the continent. And of course, I
got
mean
that,
discover
that
like
big
the
Carnival
Vikings
Phantom
meant
OP in the
trade.
background.
This is where some of the toughest and most annoying bosses in the entire game happen.
Dude, it's
featuring
Volley!
Such great fights as Nergigante,
Oh,
whose
God.
name I cannot say with a hard R. The
Oh,
Code Thief,
sick.
and my personal favorite, Margaret Thatcher's Nightmare. Of course, there is more to this game because there's always more. But that is basically how you beat the first half.
True.
Oh
So,
god.
There's an expansion for this game that is more expensive than the game itself, which doubles the content.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Iceborne's so good.
I'm gonna be fucking real, guys. I'm
Iceborne
not
is so
covering
good.
that shit. This video is supposed to be short because I made it while on vacation. And
Yeah, vacation,
for
by
me
the way.
means
Love
working 8 hours a day. This game is lengthy, and you should definitely play it if you have the time. But in my current mental state, I do not. So with the release of Elden Ring, I think
God.
it's time to move on to a better project. This is basically a Maxor filler episode, and if you like World, then just get the Iceborne expansion because it's more of the same, but twice as tall and most of the monsters are on crack. And just to prove it, half of the footage in this review is Iceborne. This is a game that I believe you
that.
have to experience because there's just so much, and
Iceborne
yet
is such a
so
good
little
DLC.
time. Thanks for watching, guys.
Iceborne was good.
Can I breathe now?
Yeah, you can.
That is true.
That's edited. Yeah, you like,
Hey.
you guys like the Maxor video, man.
Love that, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus, is that
I'm
your
trying-
hero, Cody?
This man's cracked energy. Would edit it. By the way, this is his side hustle, dog. This is like not a main
For real.
thing. He made it on
Oh my
vacation.
god. I'm gonna
I was
die.
on vacation.
I'm
I'm
right.
just gonna die of laughter over
I'll
here.
tell you what, Cody, bro.
What's up?
Hey, if we get 5 likes on this video, Cody will do a no sleep run of Monster Hunter World.
Oh
I'm-
no.
I'm dying if we're doing that. I use one of my least played weapons. I needed the bow
Cut it.
guns.
Cody's looking at
Love
the
that,
camera
bro.
with his lips chapped and face all skinny, be like,
Lips chapped,
kill me.
Eye bags.
I beg to
By the
freaking
end
die.
of it,
I just put a
Took him
picture of my
37
face
hours.
on there, just like I'm alive, boys. Totally not Brandon playing right now.
Oh my god.
You're crashed.
Yeah, he did make Elden Ring videos, but
Ooh.
so we
Okay,
might
we have to check that one
we
out.
might have to check those
We-
ones out.
I like it.
Yeah.
This dude's funny,
Yeah,
bro.
I haven't watched any of the Elden Ring stuff, so that's sick. I'm
We
ready.
could check that out.
Yeah, we'll probably definitely check this out. This guy's just cracked. He makes so much.
Yes.
As you can tell, it doesn't really that much videos because there's too much editing in it. It takes so long.
It sounds like that's a day's job right there.
Way more to the day's job.
Multiple. Yeah, it's like a week.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Probably more to be honest. Anyway, so yeah, that was the Maxor Monster Hunter World review reaction video. 10 out of 10, no complaints,
Oh, yeah.
all laughs. This man's just crazy for doing the type of
Cracked.
stuff he does. Yeah, actually cracked. So once again, if you have any videos you want us to react to, go ahead and leave it down in the comments down below. We're going to check them out. If you like the video, give us a like. Maybe consider leaving a sub. It really helps us and this channel out. Anyways, we've been the Cranky Films channel, and see y'all next time. Remember, stay cranky.